Hey everyone, it's Keanu with Pampered Chef, and I have to make dinner real quick. So I went looking for a recipe on the Pampered Chef website, and you can go in there and look under recipes. You can find different recipes, like hundreds of them. And I saw this one. I wanted to use something by Crock because it's really quick and it's my favorite pot. It's this one right here. And I found this cheeseburger meatball and pasta recipe, but I don't have all the ingredients that it says to do, but we're gonna work this the way pretty much close to it. So let me get started and I'll show you what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this a real fast dinner. Okay, so this recipe calls for hamburger, some garlic, onion, salt, and pepper on your with your hamburger. I'm using the mix and chop to break it up. This was a meatball recipe, and I decided to. I don't have enough hamburger to make meatballs, so I'm just gonna make it kind of like a cheesy, like noodle. And instead of putting broccoli, I'm gonna put cauliflower because I have cauliflower. I have broccoli, but I feel like having cauliflower with this. So I'm gonna use my mix and chop and get this hamburger nicely cooked. And then when that's done cooking, I'll be back. Okay, my hamburger is all cooked. And so now I'm gonna take it out because we're gonna make the gravy. So just take out your hamburger, and you see how nice the mix and chop just really breaks this up really nice. Okay, and I'm gonna take my hamburger out. Now the next step is you're gonna put 3 cups of chicken broth. So I have 1 cup here. My second cup, I have 2 cups here, so now I have 3 cups going in. Okay, and I just put this kind of chicken broth in the powder into my hot water. And then you're going to put like 2 tablespoons of flour to thicken this up. Okay. And I've never done anything like this, so this is new to me. Now, I want you to know that you can go ahead and do all of this in the microwave, so stir it, so you got to keep stirring. I didn't make it in microwave, but this is all capable of doing it in a microwave because I've made spaghetti. I have a video that I made spaghetti. I made spaghetti in the microwave, but I can't film really well, so you can't see what I'm doing. Then you're gonna now you're gonna put your noodles. So you can put whatever noodles. I want to use egg noodles. I had a package of egg noodles. This is 12-ounce bag, and I used only half of egg noodles right here. I'm going to put the other half, so that would make 6 ounces of noodles. So put your noodles in here, and then stir it up. Get them all covered up, and then keep this on. Let it cook till it's almost done. It'll take about 10 minutes. I'm going to cover my pan, and we'll let this cook, and then we'll do the next step. Okay, so I want to show you. So it said 3 cups, and I'm not measuring exactly to whatever it says. 3 cups of noodles. So if you feel like you gotta, like, hey, this is kind of taking, I think I need more, liquid. Just add a little bit water. Now, you're cooking Keanu style. I don't really follow everything to the T. So you want to be creative, and you're working with what you got in your fridge. Go ahead and do that. And while I'm doing that, I'm gonna let this cook just for a couple minutes more because it looks good. Remember, it said to use broccoli, but I'm using cauliflower. And I went and chopped up my cauliflower a little bit smaller because I have a kid in the house that if it's big, he can pick it out. But if I chop it up a little bit, it's too difficult for him to pick it out. Like if I put broccoli, he'll pick it all out. So, stuff to think about. And you know what? Cauliflower tastes good with cheese. So this is kind of like a little fancy cheesy hamburger recipe, but you know what? I've never really made anything with cream cheese in it. So let's go check this out. I think we're almost here. So my noodles are looking really good. Let's we don't want to be burning ourselves. Oh, I think I need maybe another 1 minute. We'll do it for 1 more minute. Okay, my noodles look good. So what I'm going to do now, you see it's kind of liquidy, Now you're going to add the cream cheese in here. So I went and cut my block of cream cheese. I use a whole block. I went and cut my cream cheese into little squares so I can melt it up. It'll melt a little bit quicker. Because remember, you're sticking it in noodles, and you start stirring these noodles too much and they're half cooked, you'll be having all mush. So go put this in, the cream cheese. Remember, I never done this before. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this is looking good. Look, it's breaking up really good. And while I was cooking the noodles, as soon as I put the noodles on, which takes about 10 minutes, I went ahead and put my bread. I had a loaf of bread, and I just put some butter and some garlic salt on it, some garlic butter on it. And look, oh, this is coming out really creamy. Okay, let's put that in. And then we're going to have to add the hamburger in, but let's go and add the cauliflower, because this was frozen cauliflower, so I got to get this to cook a little bit. And I cut it up, so let's push it in. I don't want to stir it too much. Okay, now let's go throw the hamburger in, the one that we fried. So let's dump all our hamburger in. You know, like you could make the meatballs, like the recipe said, but I don't have a lot of meat to make meatballs, so let's throw this in. So let's just kind of stir. Let's kind of toss it, because my noodles are getting cooked. Lower this fire down. Remember, the rock crock is made out of stone, so it really retains its heat well. So just kind of grab and flip it to incorporate that. Oh yeah, and then this is done. And then now you're gonna put all your cheese. So sprinkle your cheese in. Let's do part of it. And let's go and flip it over like this instead of stirring, like I said. I think I can. Let me turn this fire off, because this pot will stay hot a long time, because this food's done. Okay, let's go put a little bit more. I'm just gonna save a little bit on my dish. Oh, sorry, this is kind of hard. Let's save a little bit so I can top it. Let's put the last one here. Okay, let's toss this in. Okay, now this is all done. We want to let it just sit for a little bit. So now we're going to just put the last of the cheese to decorate, because you can put this whole pot on the table. And then we just put that for topping. And then let's just cover this for a few minutes, and I'll get my bread out, and I'll be right back. Okay, it's all done, everyone. I'm going to move my camera here, and I'm going to show you. Look how wonderful that is. This probably took me about less than 30 minutes to make, and I used it in the rock crock. All right, I hope you have a wonderful day. Aloha.